Hey, Rick with Smart Drive Test talking to you today about American rules for logbooks. And for Canadian drivers, this is important. If you are running into the States, you need to know the American rules. The driving time is less. The off-duty time requirements are different. So you need to know these. For American drivers, it is important to know these. So when you get pulled into a scale, you get pulled over by authorities.